Hello guys, today we are gonna talk about how many products I finished in each category in the year of 2023 and how many years of makeup do I own in each category. So if you're curious about that, please keep on watching. So I have the numbers from last year as well, and we will talk about each category. I think it will be a lot of fun. So let's start with primers. Last year I finished 2.5 primers. This year I finished 3. And I own right now 5, so that means 1.6667 years worth of primer. That is totally okay. I do use primers pretty often. I mean, kind of literally every time I'm doing my makeup, so I do enjoy a good primer. Right now I really enjoy a hydrating primer, but I have as well some of those glowy ones that you are mixing into your foundation or that you are just putting on your face directly. That is not really my favorite type of primer, so I will focus on a more hydrating primer in the future, but I own, like I said, 5. With foundation, it is okay right now. I did declutter some, I finished some this year, and I am okay. I own 5. I finished this year 3 and last year 3 as well, so that means I have this number of years. It is 1.5 years, let's say. So I need to finish the ones that I have. Concealer. With concealer I did really well this year. I finished 4. Last year I finished only 2. And right now I have 5. So that means 1.25 years worth of concealer. I am totally okay with that. I think I could finish those in a normal amount of time. But again, I need to not purchase any others. Right now in my collection I have some incredible concealers. With powders, last year I finished 1.5 and this year I finished 2, so an improvement here as well. And I own 4 right now. That means 2 years worth of powders right now. It is okay, not the best, not the worst. I will finish them up and probably I will not purchase a lot of pressed powders. Maybe I will have 1 pressed powder and 1 loose powder in my collection. I think that is more than enough. It is visible that I am finishing like around that number of powders per year. With bronzer, not the best, not the worst. I have 4 in my collection. I am finishing 1 per year apparently. So that means I have 4 years worth of bronzer. That is okay, considering that I have 2 creams and 2 powders. I would like to finish the cream ones a bit faster, but we will see, because I have the Essence bronzer in those that is powder, and that is my top priority for next year. I really want to finish that one up, so we will see. For blush is madness. For blush, 0.5 last year, maybe I finished a mini or something like that. 1 for this year because I finished the Fenty one, and I own 16, so that means of course 16 years worth of blush, which is more than any person would need, but I absolutely love blush and I have some incredible blushes in my collection and I really want to purchase some more blushes. I am wearing today actually the Makeup Forever blush that I just purchased, and it is beautiful. I really love blush. For highlighters, I am kind of cheating a bit. I will explain. So I put 0.5 last year because I think I finished maybe the Becca one last year, the small one, so I mentioned a 0.5. And this year technically I didn't finish a whole highlighter, but I put 1 because the Charlotte Tilbury liquid one, I kind of finished that. I know that I had a lot more product left in there, but I'm gonna be kind and say that I finished 1. It's a small amount considering how many I have anyway. So I'm gonna put 1, and I have 9. So 9 years, that is still a lot. So it is what it is. Of course, these are approximations, so this is just for fun, but it is kind of eye-opening as well. Next, setting sprays. I am very consistent. Last year I finished 3, this year I finished 3, so very consistent. And right now I own 4. that is a great number. That means 1.33 years worth. I am almost done with another one. I have a MAC Fix Plus that is almost done, so I think I am set for 2024. So maybe I'm gonna buy some setting spray at the very end of 2024. For brow products, I am kinda impressed and confused at the same time. Last year I finished 4, this year I finished 7. And I own 8, so that means 1.14 and some other numbers after that, years worth of brow products. I finished like 3 or 4 of those Too Faced brow gels, so that is that. I absolutely love that brow gel. I have right now 2 in my collection, so one is backup, one is on rotation. And with the NYX brow pencils, I finished 2, I think, of those, so that is a big number of brow products, 7, but that is nice. That means that I have right now a good amount of brow products, not a lot, not more than enough, I would say, for the next year. For mascara, it is kind of bad because, let me explain, it is the other way around and it's kind of stupid from my side. So I finished last year 4 mascaras, somehow only 4. This year I technically didn't really finish. Of course, mascaras, you are deciding when you are throwing them away. Usually I am keeping them for 2-3 months and then I am throwing them away. But I finished 10 this year, which is practically impossible. That is only because I had always 2 mascaras open at least, which is very annoying and it's not a good practice. I don't recommend you to do that. You don't need more than 1 mascara at a time. But with mascaras, I didn't purchase all of them. I got some in Sephora, gifts or something like that, because I spent an amount of money in an order or something. So I think 3 or even 4 mascaras came from that, but still 10 mascaras, that is insane. Right now I own only 2, which is great, but I will try my best to not open more than 1. It is a waste, really. So yeah, I own technically 0.2 years worth of mascara, but that is not correct because I will not finish 10 again because I didn't really finish them. You know what I mean. That is not the best, so I'm not really happy with that. With eyeliner pencils, in here only pencils are counting. I didn't put the liquid ones, so I have 14 right now, and apparently I finished just 1. I actually know which one as well. The Anastasia Dinora black eyeliner, that is the only one that I finished this year, so that means 14 years worth of eyeliners. And last year I finished 3 somehow. I am curious, maybe I need to rewatch the video from last year, but I said in here eyeliner pencils, so that means that I didn't count the liquid ones. How did I finish 3? If I really did finish 3 pencils, good job me. Lip liners. With lip liners, it's again a lot, but I have like 3 or 4 that are very tiny, so I think I will be able to finish them in 2024, actually. In 2022, I did finish 1. This year I finished 2, which is good, I think. Next year I could finish 4. And I own 10. So technically I have 5 years worth. Who needs that many? I have no idea. I really like lip products and I do use a lip liner every single day. But 5 years, still a lot. With lipstick, it's, yeah, something else. So I finished 1 last year. This year I didn't actually finish any, but I put 0.5 because I needed to have a number to put in there. So yeah, I own 23. So that means I have 46 years worth of lipstick. That is crazy, considering that some days I am only applying a gloss and that I'm not reapplying lipsticks usually, and I love a lipstick though. When I am trying a new brand, a lipstick is the first thing that I want to try from a new brand, or eyeshadows of course, but 46 years. The next category, I am so proud, so happy, and so confused at the same time. So we have glosses. I love glosses. I don't love them when I am wearing makeup necessarily. I mean, usually when I am doing my makeup, I apply a lipstick, like this one right now. And throughout the day, I'm not reapplying the lipstick. I am applying a gloss just on top of the remaining lip liner or whatever there is. So I love a gloss. I always have a gloss with me, in my purse, at work, on my desk, everywhere. I really like lip glosses or lip balms, lip oils, stuff like that. We are putting all of those in this category because I can separate all of them. So last year I finished 8. This considering as well project pen, everything. This year I finished, I think, 3 in the project pen, and I was so angry and surprised at the same time because I had the next one that took 5 or 6 months, I think, to finish, and I was confused. I didn't understand how it took so long, but now I understand because I finished 9 others in my empties. So I finished 12 this year and I have 14, so that means 1 year and a bit worth of glosses. That is incredible. I am very happy. I really thought from the project panning that I'm not using up glosses, but that was not the reality. I was using glosses like crazy. Lastly, we have eyeshadows, and here it's the only category where I can't. Maybe this and lipsticks, I need to approximate something. I didn't finish any eyeshadows this year because I don't do that. I don't focus on eyeshadows that much. I did put some eyeshadows in my project pan, but I didn't finish one whole pan. So I said here last year as well that I finished 2 eyeshadows per year, and that is just to be generous. So I would just approximate the usage in 2 pans just to have a discussion about eyeshadows. So that is that 2 per year. And I counted every single pen in my collection, and I have 288 pens of eyeshadows, so of course that means 144 years of or eyeshadows. So yeah, similarly to last year, I have more than 100 years worth of eyeshadows. It's very hard to finish a palette, similar to a lipstick or a blush, so that's the reason the numbers are higher as well. But as well, I need to consider that I probably own all type of colors of eyeshadows under the sun, and all blush colors that I could possibly need, and as well with lipsticks. So yeah, so if you like this video and you want to see more from me, please subscribe and give it a like, and I will see you next time.